Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Faye, and this is how I keep myself accountable in my planning my trip to Japan. That's kind of annoying. It shouldn't shrink that much. Oh, today is day 81, and our fundages have not changed. Uh, I really need to start getting words ready ahead of time for this. But that's neither here nor there. Our step count currently is at 9542. And we're on to some places and possibly some foods. So, our first place off the bat is the Amori Shell Amori Shell Mound, even. This was an archaeological site that, well, basically they found some shells that looked weird to them. Uh, this is a bit of an exaggeration because it was literally one of the archaeologists, if you can call him that, that he saw that there was a thumbprint on one of the shells and his thumbprint looked different. It might be a little bit of a stretch to say this is the basis of fingerprint forensics, but any kind of archaeology is still dope. I do wish it was more paleontology than like modern archaeology, because these shells range from like a couple of hundred to 5,000 years BC. I think it was specifically 4,000, 14,000. Damn, I was off. But even then, not that far back. And now it's a park with some monuments. There is a small portion of the mound still intact, but it's a park, which kind of brings down the. I don't know. I feel like archaeological digs need to have a level of grandiousness to them, or like mourning, even. Because anything to do with the dead, that's just how it pops into my head. Except for wakes. Thing number two, Japan, you're weird. And you're kind of nasty. And I'm all here for it. This is Chirotama. So, first of all, I'm just going to put it out that this is not steampunk. If anything, this is kind of cyberpunky. This looks to be a monument to eating out. Let's go with that. Also, could be the basis for the human centipede. Now, I can understand wanting to make a bunch of weirdly positioned or weirdly designed sculptures that are all kind of humanoid. My only question is, why did he have to make them so thick? Like, Pixar is jealous of these sculptures. But yeah, this. I'll be honest, I kind of want to go see it. We're gonna put that on the list. These are just so weird, and it's just why. Many of them looking at the famous Ghibli clock. Cool. We can check out the Ghibli clock while we're watching these robots eating each other out. Excellent. Next up is, for all of those cheap asses, 10 yen vending machines. So, here's the thing. Japan has almost as many vending machines as Australia has people. I'm exaggerating, but only slightly, really. So it says down here there's 4 million vending machines in Japan, and most of them are like, depending on what you're buying, it's 100 yen, couple of 100 yen. 50 yen is these are knockoff kind of deals, and even then, probably not going to be the kind you want to be getting. These are 10 yen boxes, where you can't see what you're buying. It's a lucky dip, and it says on the machine, "Let's share these drinks together." So there is a 10 yen, there is a 50 yen one, which I don't think we have a picture of around here, but the 50 yen one is for snacks and candies. This is specifically for drinks. And for the record, 10 yen, last I checked, it was about 10 Aussie cents, so about 7 US cents. Yen to USD. So 10 yen is currently 6.4 US cents. So you can buy a soft drink. Usually these ones are like, these are about to go out of date, or nobody's buying them at the moment. But you can buy one of those for 6 cents. You can buy 16 of these for $1. These are so cheap, you barely have the currency anymore to buy them. Australia doesn't. We would have to spend 5 cents on it because we don't have pennies. That is pretty fucking dope. It's also in the middle of Osaka, and I'd probably spend a couple of bucks here. Not gonna lie, I would stock up on like a week's worth of sodas, find out when their use by dates, and just start chipping away at them as they get close. I'd also go to the candy one, but that's neither here nor there. So honestly, this is going on the list too. Let's keep going to food though, because technically consumables. Next up is the growing gardener. He is a garden gnome with a giant ass hat, which honestly looks like something out of Parasite. And that hat, when I say is a giant ass hat, it is like 12 feet, I want to say. Nope, 49 feet tall. I was thinking meters. 49 feet tall. That's a solid 8 of me. Almost. Just shy of. Like inches off. But also I didn't realize how big this guy was. Because I saw that and I'm like, yeah, he can't be that tall. 15 meters. That's insane. But yeah, even more so now, it looks like something out of Parasite. Or some kind of sci-fi anime. He is dope. I feel like this is one of those things where I don't want to go looking for him. I want to find him on a train. Because it does say forces train passengers to do a double take. I would love it to just see out of my train window and see this guy. So I'm not going to put him on the list, but I do hope I find him while I'm over there. Now, we got a last one, and I saved this one for last. Because I love this guy. Well, I love the guy that made this last one. I can't tell you who he is. Don't know who he is. He's dead anyway, so it's not like people can get in trouble for him. So this is Sawada Mansion. It's illegal because this guy DIY'd a full building. It is currently 7 stories tall and is still being expanded on to this day. His widow still lives here, and she lives right at the tippity top floor with her farm. And when I say farm, I don't just mean like a vegetable garden kind of farm. I mean, she has a veggie garden. She also has pigs and rabbits and sheep and all kinds of other animals living up there with her. And that is awesome. Basically, the guy made this place because he thought that all of the houses in Japan looked a little bit too sameish. And all looked like they were death traps. So he thought, hey, I'm an amateur carpenter. I'm an amateur architect. I'm going to build this house from the ground up, and I'm just going to keep on going until I'm done. They don't know the actual square footage of this place, because to find out the square footage, usually you use the plans. Guess who didn't use plans? He just decided to build a wonky building and just have everyone he wanted to live there. Now there are over 100 people living in it. There is a communal vegetable garden. There are cafes. There are shops. It's basically a self-contained suburb. And if you do not think that that is dope as shit, I don't know what's wrong with you, man. You need to go and reevaluate things if you don't love this. This is the kind of I'm going to say no to the government that we need. Because we need the crazy kooks that are willing to build 7-story weird shaped buildings that are still perfectly functional. Nowadays you'd break ground and you'd instantly get shut down. But it'd be so worth it if you could get it done. But that's going to do it for me today. I hope you're all having a great one. If you're enjoying what we've been putting up, don't forget to Give us a thumbs up down below. Hit that subscribe button. And yeah, we'll see you all tomorrow.